Minisode 3 Tomorrow, was released on April 1st and is TXT's 6th mini-album. On the official website it is described as, the story of a boy who remembers a past promise, and goes in search of you, who he made the promise with. In the concept trailer, the tale of the little prince is used to introduce us to the new era. In Saint-Exupéry's 1943 fable, the Little Prince is a character that visits different planets in search of a friend to ease his growing feelings of loneliness. Each planet is inhabited by a different adult whose behavior and attitudes leave the Little Prince increasingly puzzled. On the 7th planet, Planet Earth, the Little Prince meets a nameless pilot, who has crash-landed on the Sahara Desert. The two befriend each other until eventually, the Little Prince decides to return to his tiny planet to care for his beloved Rose. He asks his friend to look for him in the stars at night and promises they will forever be connected. The Little Prince explores themes around one's purpose, childhood wonder in contrast to adult routine, friendships, difficult love, grief and hope. Its characters parallel TXT's struggles with growing up and finding their place in the world. Reality is bittersweet, it is doleful yet cheerful, devastating yet heartwarming. Life is full of contradictions that make it so confusingly complex. And still, we get up each morning to try again, and again. The quiet promises we make to each other loom over our heads, guiding us through our entire existence. Lots of things to discuss, so let me preface this section by saying, I will unfortunately be very negative about the music video. I don't have many positive things to say at all and I don't want to give anyone whiplash. But before we get into all that, I'd love to talk about the things that they actually got right with Deja Vu. The chorus is absolutely wonderful, immediately grabbed me and almost made me feel like the way I first felt listening to Loser Lover. The melody reminds me a lot of Michael Jackson's They Don't Care About Us. The energy of course is different but, it definitely felt familiar to my ears. If it was inspired by MJ, it was a great choice for a melancholic song like this. Deja Vu is catchy and makes you want to sing along to it, like some sort of love anthem. Does it keep up the pace throughout the whole song though? I'd argue, nope. And on that note, let's talk about 0 by 1 Love Song for a quick second. I've seen quite a few people compare it to Love Song and, well, I personally don't believe anything can come close to the emotional depth that Love Song managed to conjure up at the time. I can't say anything definitive yet, I need to see all the live performances to make a decision for myself, but Deja Vu, as it stands right now, does lack a lot of the heart and soul of 0 by 1 and I'm going to explain to you why in detail. For one, we hear that chorus way too early in the song. We as the listener, do not get to insert ourselves into the narrative, no space is left to actually feel anything at all. What is the singer trying to make me feel? Who is this song about, and what is their significance to this story? Going right into that emotional chorus, is quite jarring. It left me feeling a bit confused, I wondered where all this sadness came from all of a sudden. Did I get used to it now after listening to it a couple dozen times, a bit more, yeah, but it still feels too soon for me. If we look back at Love Song, the way it builds up to the chorus is so much more graceful and so much more impactful. The lyrics prepare you for what's to come, we're ready to hear their voices explode, and they absolutely do not leave you hanging. What they're singing about is believable. It makes you feel with them. Deja Vu does not bother to give you that crucial suspension and in turn, makes for a song that is kind of just, well, hollow. And that same criticism goes for the ending section of this song. There's a little intermission part where, you know, a good bridge could have solved all our problems but instead, we are left with empty space and faint instrumentals. And then it just goes right back into the chorus. Again, no build up, no guidance, we are just meant to fill the gaps ourselves apparently. And that is why, in my opinion, Love Song had a much better understanding of A, what it's trying to be, an emotional pop rock, K-pop fusion song about heartache, and B, how to convey those feelings with the use of a pre-chorus, a solid bridge that lets the listener breathe and hear the song come to a climax, before the song finishes off with a chorus. All that to say, while I do enjoy listening to the song overall, there are many ways it could have been improved by the producers, as I see a lot of potential in it. The reason why Love Song is so beloved by all, why BTS's Run and I Need You are hailed as one of their best, is because it understands how to make the music feel and sound authentic through effective musical composition. The Anemoia remix, on the other hand, which is the last track on this album, is by far the superior version of it. No question about it, and before we get into the remix, it's time to finally talk about this mess of a music video. Let me start off by saying, no disrespect to any of the people involved in the making of this music video. I know one of you will comment and tell me I have no credentials to be yapping on the internet. A. You're wrong, art is meant to be talked about and dissected in any way the viewer seems fit. And B. I just care a lot about visual storytelling, is that such a crime? If I can't nerd out about it on my own channel, what even is the point of life on this dreadful planet? My point is, please just try to give me the benefit of the doubt. I literally love everything about TXT, I am very annoying about how good their discography is and how insanely well thought out their concepts are. Now that we got that out of the way, why does the Deja Vu music video look the way it does? So messy, so all over the place, and low budget. Bold claims you say, I would argue, it's quite the accurate description, and I'm being nice about it. Screenshots are not enough to show you how bad the video is. If you haven't seen it yet, please go and try to make sense of anything that's going on. Not only is the highest quality option the video has to offer 1080p, enough to piss me off, but the editing is not well executed at all. We start off with a scene of Yeonjun running towards the camera, and for some reason it's color graded to this awful salmon shade. Right off the bat, why? I know you're thinking, is it that deep? Yes, it very much is that deep to me. I hate rich companies not using their dollars for good. There is no way this music video didn't cost them just about the same as all their other ones. Color grading aside, fine, I'll look past it for the sake of letting the vision of the artist speak for itself. Then we cut back and forth between some black and white and standard shots, which are nice. I will say that there are some very pretty shots hiding in between this convoluted music video, but the problem is, that we do not drag out any of them for effective storytelling, and instead cut away randomly. This is a theme throughout the entirety of this video, and it's the first thing I noticed and felt weird about. Then we have the scene with Subin in some 80s get up, metal bars surrounding him, and weird effects distorting the video. Again, why? All I'm asking is, why are we making the visual decisions we are making? If it needs to be explained separately, the music video is not well made. Really, the only good thing about it is beomgyu cosplaying as a baddie. I'm sorry, but nothing can top him with the long hair. Just stunning. But even that I couldn't enjoy, because I'm forced to watch it in 1080p. Anyways, another thing I really dislike is the use of illustrations in the black and white scenes. Something about it feels aggressively 2014, and I don't think it works to elevate a video. Especially when it looks like this. Then we switch to this scene of them in someone's empty penthouse in downtown Seoul ready for rent, and all I can do is sit here and ask myself, are we being for real right now? Am I just being a hater? Why are the ceilings so low? Why the fluorescent yellow-green lighting? Please just skip to the album review. I don't even think this is worth going through. I think maybe I'm just very sensitive to colors and lighting clashing with each other, which is something I always hate seeing in K-pop music videos especially. A cohesive color story is so important to me that if it doesn't match either the sound or concept, it takes me out completely and I end up hating everything. I genuinely think Deja Vu has some really pretty shots and direction, but we just do not hang onto it for longer and move on too quickly. If I had creative control, I would have cut out like 60% of these shots and replaced them with them running around in the field. To end this rant of mine in a positive note, the closing shots are beautiful, especially that shot of Yeonjun and beomgyu reaching out to each other. Done. The rest is not good and I'm getting upset thinking about it. If you personally do like it, please share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm curious how other people felt about it. Maybe I'm just being a bitch about it, but who knows.
nothing without you. 첫눈을 감아야 보이는 tomorrow. 1, 2, 3 세세면 펼쳐져. One 너라면 two 너무나 three. 기다려줘 내일이란 기적이. 라라라라 라라라라. 기다려줘 내일이란 기적이. 네가 살 수 있지 어쩌면 네가 잡을 테지 나의 손. 몸을 편히 맡겨 우리 온기. 추운 겨울 날엔 겨울들여쳐 너에게 소개해봐. 이건 나만한테 get up. I wanna belong. 오직 너만이 나의 짙은 결핍 위에 everything. 날 지배하고 그대 권능 아래 거두리. You're the only one I want. 이 순간 네 손아귀에 틀어진 내 영혼은 Killa 너의 것 영원히 yours. 죄책감 따위 you don't mean it. 모든 착각 내 몫이니 넌 그저 날 가지면 돼 baby now now now. Yes I belong to you. 희열 속에 조금 멈춰. 영혼을 내게 바쳐 난 serve it. 나를 죽여 Killa. 심장 영혼까지 다 내걸. 넌 나를 앓게 하는 fever. 마침내 널 제거하기 소리쳐도 메아리뿐이야. 어디로 가야 하는 건데 답이 없는 잠깐 사이에 lonely 홀로 남겨진 채 제자리를 걷는 듯이 quarter life crisis. 주고 없이 던져진 삶의 끝이 모르겠는 이 길에 매일이 너무나 막막해. 제자리를 걷는 듯해 quarter life crisis. 영혼의 세계는 꿈처럼 다시 영원히 돼줘. 나를 불러줘.